What happens when one of the most famous and respected stars in the world steps into a world where appearances mean everything? This is the story of Keanu Reeves, a man known for his simplicity and kindness, finding himself in a situation that tested both. Keanu arrives at a high-end real estate office in Beverly Hills, dressed in plain clothes and driving an unremarkable car. His goal? To find a home that suits his modest yet thoughtful lifestyle. But from the moment he walks through the doors, his reception is far from welcoming. Christine, a seasoned but prideful agent, takes one look at him and decides he's not worth her time. Her attitude, polite on the surface but dripping with judgment, sets the stage for an unforgettable encounter. Little does she know, the man she is treating with such disregard is about to reveal a truth that will leave her speechless. Keep watching to find out what happens next. And if you love stories like this, make sure to let us know where you're watching from and hit subscribe for more inspiring tales. Keanu Reeves pulls up to a high-end real estate office in Beverly Hills, driving a car that's far from flashy. He steps out dressed in simple jeans, a plain t-shirt, and sneakers that have seen better days. Despite his casual appearance, Keanu carries himself with calm confidence. He isn't here to show off. He's here to find a home. Before entering, he makes one thing clear to the manager. He values his privacy. "Let's keep my name out of this," he says calmly. "I want to be treated like anyone else, without special attention." The manager agrees, impressed by Keanu's straightforward and humble approach. Inside the office, Christine, a polished and sharply dressed real estate agent, notices him right away. With her blazer perfectly tailored and her smile practiced to perfection, Christine is all about appearances. She takes one look at Keanu and quickly forms an opinion. He doesn't belong here. In her mind, real clients arrive in designer suits and luxury cars, eager to flaunt their wealth. This man? He's probably wasting her time. Her thoughts race, but outwardly, she keeps her professional mask on. As Keanu explains what he's looking for, simplicity, functionality, and a connection to nature, Christine nods politely, but she's already decided this won't be worth her effort. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Keanu's quiet humility stands against Christine's sharp focus on status and wealth. While Keanu is thoughtful and grounded, Christine is busy sizing him up, completely unaware of who she's dealing with. Christine meets Keanu outside the property, her polished smile hiding the judgment in her eyes. She can't help but notice his plain clothes and dusty car, which only confirm her assumption. He doesn't belong here. As they step inside the luxurious home, she wastes no time setting the tone. "This property is one of the most exclusive in Beverly Hills," she says, her voice sweet but laced with an edge. "It's priced to reflect its unique style and high-end features. Are you sure this is what you're looking for?" Her glance at him says more than her words, silently questioning if he could even afford it. Keanu, unbothered, calmly responds, "Yes, the manager thought this would fit what I'm looking for." His voice is steady, not giving Christine the reaction she expects. As they walk through the house, Christine keeps her tone professional but layered with passive-aggressive comments. She gestures grandly at the marble countertops and custom cabinets in the kitchen. "This is Carrara marble, one of the most expensive materials available. It's perfect for people who love to entertain and impress their guests," she says, emphasizing the last words as if to test him. Instead of being impressed or intimidated, Keanu lightly runs his hand across the countertop and asks, "What kind of treatment was applied to prevent stains? Marble can be pretty porous." Christine pauses, momentarily thrown off by the unexpected question. "Of course, everything here is of the highest quality," she says quickly, brushing off his inquiry. But she can't hide her annoyance as he continues to inspect every detail with care. Keanu's calm demeanor and thoughtful questions start to rattle Christine. While she tries to overwhelm him with mentions of luxury and exclusivity, he stays focused on practical details. In the living room, Christine boasts about the floor-to-ceiling glass windows, calling them a signature feature for sophisticated buyers. Keanu, however, simply asks, "How effective is the acoustic insulation? Glass can sometimes be a weak point." Christine's forced smile falters as she struggles to maintain control of the conversation. As the tour progresses, Christine grows increasingly impatient. In her mind, Keanu's casual appearance and lack of awe prove her initial judgment was right. But with every thoughtful question he asks, her frustration builds. She's starting to realize that this man may not be as out of place as she thought, and that she might have underestimated him entirely. As the tour continues, Christine's frustration becomes harder to hide. She starts to rush through the house, barely giving Keanu time to look at each room. Her polite smile has turned into a tight-lipped expression, and every now and then, she glances at her watch. When Keanu stops to inspect a detail, like the baseboards or the window frames, Christine sighs quietly or rolls her eyes, thinking he's wasting her time. This home is designed for people with refined taste, she says pointedly as they walk into the living room. The floor-to-ceiling windows create a breathtaking view, perfect for hosting elegant gatherings. Of course, not everyone has guests who would appreciate something like this. Her tone is sharp, though she tries to cover it with a professional air. Keanu doesn't react to her comment. Instead, he studies the windows closely and asks, "Are these insulated against extreme weather? With so much glass, it could get pretty cold in the winter." Christine pauses, clearly annoyed by the question. "This property wasn't designed for technical concerns like that," she says, brushing off his inquiry. Clients who buy homes like this care more about the design and luxury than the small details. But Keanu doesn't let her dismissive tone faze him. In the kitchen, Christine highlights the marble countertops again, gesturing dramatically. This is high-end Carrara marble, imported directly from Italy. It's a statement piece for anyone who wants to impress their guests. Keanu nods thoughtfully, running his hand over the smooth surface. "It's beautiful," he says, "but marble like this is pretty porous. What kind of sealant was used to prevent stains?" Christine's patience is wearing thin. "As I said," she replies curtly, "everything here is top quality. Clients who buy homes at this level don't worry about small details like that." Her tone has become sharp, almost condescending, but Keanu remains calm, nodding as if he didn't notice her irritation. Throughout the tour, Keanu continues to ask thoughtful questions about practicality and comfort, from the lighting system in the master bedroom to the ventilation in the guest rooms. Christine, meanwhile, grows more impatient with each step. In her mind, this man clearly doesn't belong in a place like this. But while she's busy judging him, Keanu is carefully evaluating everything, staying focused on what truly matters to him. A home that connects to nature and serves a simple yet thoughtful lifestyle. As the tour wraps up, Christine's patience is completely gone. She's convinced Keanu is just another window shopper, wasting her time on a property far beyond his means. With a forced smile, she says, "This home is meant for serious buyers who understand exclusivity. Are you sure this is the right fit for you?" Her tone carries a hint of sarcasm, but Keanu remains calm, simply responding, "I think so, but I'd like to discuss it further with the manager." Christine tries to hide her frustration as she calls the manager to join them. Moments later, the manager walks in, his face lighting up as soon as he sees Keanu. "Mr. Reeves, it's an honor to see you again," he says warmly, extending a hand. Christine freezes, her smile dropping instantly. "Reeves?" Her mind races as she realizes who she's been speaking to this entire time. Keanu Reeves, one of the most respected and humble figures in Hollywood. Staring at Keanu, Christine stammers, "I didn't know," but he gently cuts her off. "You didn't need to know who I am to treat me with respect," he says, his voice calm but firm. His words hang in the air, and Christine feels the weight of them hit her like a brick. Her cheeks flush as she replays her dismissive comments and condescending tone in her mind, realizing just how wrong she had been. The manager glances at Christine, clearly displeased, but Keanu doesn't dwell on her behavior. Instead, he turns back to the manager and says, "The house is impressive. Let's move forward, but I'd like to have a conversation about how clients are treated here." Christine's stomach sinks further. She knows this moment will haunt her for a long time, a powerful reminder that appearances can be deceiving and that respect should never depend on them. Resolution, a lesson in humility. Keanu stood at the front door of the elegant boutique, a final glimpse of the polished interior reflecting his calm demeanor. His eyes met the manager's, and he offered a genuine smile. "I have to say," he began, "this place truly exudes quality, and I'm pleased with the way it's been managed. I can see the attention to detail. You've made a real impression." His voice carried a warmth that transcended status, letting the manager know he valued both the establishment and the professionalism shown. Christine, overhearing his words, felt her cheeks flush with embarrassment. Earlier, she had judged Keanu harshly, assuming his appearance would dictate a different level of service. Now, faced with the consequences of her actions, she found herself facing the manager's reproach. "Christine, it's important that we treat everyone with respect, regardless of their appearance," the manager had said, disappointment lingering in their tone. Alone in the break room, Christine took a deep breath. She thought about her assumptions, the judgments made based on superficial factors, and how it had affected not just Keanu but the store's reputation as well. "I was wrong," she admitted to herself. "Everyone deserves respect, no matter who they are or what they look like." She promised herself that she would never let appearances cloud her judgment again. To the audience, I offer this final lesson. We often make quick decisions about people based on what we see on the surface, whether it's their clothing, their status, or their demeanor. But true character isn't reflected in appearance. The moral here is clear. Humility is a key to treating everyone with equal dignity, regardless of their outward presentation. When we open ourselves to this perspective, we not only grow as individuals, but also create an environment of respect and mutual understanding. Let's strive to respect everyone we meet, knowing that each person, no matter their status, deserves to be treated with kindness and fairness. As the story comes to a close, we're reminded of the powerful lesson it carries. Treating everyone with respect is not just the right thing to do. It's the key to truly understanding the world around us. It's easy to judge based on what we see, but moments like these show us how important it is to look beyond appearances and take the time to value others for who they truly are. The simple act of showing kindness and being humble can change everything, from the way we interact with others to the way we see ourselves. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more about the unexpected ways respect and kindness can make a difference, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's keep exploring how small actions can lead to big changes in our lives.